Hey folks, today I reviewed a new game called Dice Town, except it's not new. It's a reprint of this game. Dice Town, my last review of it was in 2009. They just came out with a nice new version of it. So this video is just going to be comparing the new version to the old version. Short story is this: if you have this version, you do not need to get the new one. The new expansion just came out. The Cowboys works with the old one. This has some minor differences, mostly in Doc Bad Luck. This is just a quick video to highlight the differences for you in case you were thinking about upgrading. Well, let's take a look at those differences real quick. Okay, so first of all, let's take a look at the boxes. This is the new box. This is the original box. It's just basically a thing of size. Okay, we got the long, thin box. This is a fine size, but this square box, this is the way things are going. They actually changed the artwork, which I didn't expect. I like the original artwork, but I like the new artwork too. Very cowboy. I like this one. Is she pulling a die out of his ear? But whatever. It gives you that old westy feel. Okay, we'll talk about superfluous bits here. These are the old dice cups, boring and round. The new ones have the sheriff badge on them. Functionally identical, but the new ones just look cooler. It's not that big of a deal, but I do appreciate that they added that sort of thing in. Then we have the dice themselves. So let's focus down here a little bit. We'll show the new dice and the old dice. So you can see, they look essentially the same, but if we compare specifically some things, here we have the jacks. Let's show the jacks, the queens, and the kings. The new ones have kind of a western flair, especially the jack is wearing a cowboy hat, and the old ones kind of have this old-timey look to it. And then we got the new ones. I think I like the old king better, but the new queen and the new jack are definitely better. But not a huge deal, just minor changes. The dice seem to be the same quality. These have slightly rounder corners, not a big deal. The cards are pretty similar. This is the new one, although you can see the new one is a lot shinier. So they're about the same quality, but for some reason the new ones have a very shiny gloss to them. It makes them a little bit slippery. The money itself, though, the old money was paper money, but the new money has a strong plastic feel to it. So this is kind of, I can't really show this to you in video, but it's not paper money. Well, I guess it does rip. Well, there you go. But it still has it feels like there's a plastic laminate on top of the money. Then there's the board itself. This is the new board that you're looking at. The old board is the exact same thing, except it's slightly shorter. There's this section over here, and that's just the Doc Bad Luck. Now, Doc Bad Luck is the main change in the game. Originally, Doc Bad Luck, you would see what you rolled. And then depending on what you rolled, what dice you had, you would get to do something. And this is always kind of a little bit of trouble to explain to people. The card system is better for two reasons. One, it's very clear. You pick one of the two face-up cards or other thing. It tells you exactly what's on it. And it also gives more options. There was 4 options. Now there's 6. I think the new ones are adding you become the new sheriff, and you can steal a land card from somebody else. To get $2 from everybody, a gold nugget. These are the same. But this is just so much easier to teach. It's a much cleaner system. Actually, I think there's 7 of the new cards. So I think there's 3 new things. But anyhow, I really like having these here. Yeah, it makes the board slightly longer. The old board, the only thing I do like better, the old board was a double folded board. The new one is a triple fold board, and you got to kind of bend it a little bit to keep it flat. But other than that, everything here is very easy to put together. It's essentially the same game. So there you go. That's it. If there's no reason to hunt this one down. If you don't have one, you want the new version. There's really no benefits to getting the older version at all. A better box size, the square size. The only thing is maybe the old board was slightly better than the new board, but it's very minor. The new Doc Bad Luck, for those of you who haven't played it before, just being able to pick some of those cards instead of seeing what you haven't done is easy to teach. I really like that. I'm so glad that's in the game. That was the one hang up I had with the game, was just it was kind of a pain to teach someone how Doc Bad Luck worked. Other than that, the components are all the same. The dice cups are much flashier now. I guess, not much flashier, but they definitely look cooler. The whole thing has a nice thematic flair to it. So hey, this is great, right? This is great that people can go out and buy a really nice version of the game. I really enjoy Dice Town. I think it's a game that should be in almost anyone's collection because it's just that much fun as a Western game. If you've not even heard of it before, you're watching the wrong thing. Watch my full review. Otherwise, if you have the old one, no reason to upgrade, but it's nice to know that there's a version that people can buy now.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at DicetowerNetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.